Hey everyone, Brucie Magik returning again with another live stream. Today we're going to be driving the SECR C class made by Caledonia Works along the lovely Backdated Trainsim Caledonia Works.
Backdated Trainsim.
Fuck. I knew what I meant. Right, we're driving along the Backdated Trainsim 1066 route between Hastings and Tonbridge. We're already in game and already loaded. I have no idea about Southern lamp code, so sod it. It's going to get one on the bottom left, one on the bottom right. I don't care after that. So yeah, we've got some friends with us tonight. We've got Reese, who's our chat moderator.
Hello.
If you have any questions, please ask Reese or ask in
I'll
chat.
try to answer them.
He'll try and answer them. For those who are unaware, there is a FAQ link for some very basic questions, and it's basically for numpties who've never basically been on one of my streams before, so which will exclude 99% of the viewers. But just in case anyone has a bit of a dumb moment, there is an FAQs paste bin for your pleasure. So, this is a rail tour. It's going to take us about 75 minutes to play this scenario. We'll just take things very easy.
I'd just like to say at this moment in time, I'm actually impressed you've got the stream working first time.
I have had a lot of practice recently. Anyway, before we commence driving in earnest, I just want a quick volume check from the viewers, if you don't mind. Just let us know how we're doing, please. And I'll just introduce everyone. So we've got Seb with us again. This time sounds like he's speaking through a cellular device, but that doesn't really matter if he is anyway. Still sounds fine. And we've got Stuart Steel with us, who was the scenario creator for the SECR C class scenarios when it was originally released.
Yep.
Obviously I'm friends with Stuart anyway, so I already know him, and I also know him through my bits and pieces of working and reviewing stuff with Chris Wilson, as well as testing, as well as Caledonia Works. So that's how this came about.
The volume sounds good to me, by the way.
Good.
To be honest, this scenario was actually Glenn's idea.
Oh, Glenn. Okay, Glenn's
It was Glenn's idea. He basically said, "Why don't you just do a scenario for the?"
Oh, Glenn gets credit then.
Better now.
Well, I was the scenario creator. Glenn takes the credit for actually.
Yeah, that's
coming
okay,
up
Seb.
with
It's
it.
fine. You're fine
just
either
because
way.
I realized I plugged in my webcam and that made the computer switch to its microphone and.
Yeah, I don't know why yours does that.
Yeah, it's just when the clip-up microphone is a bit better than the one on
just
the
bring
web.
the back rake up a bit. Let's stop a bit further up.
Because don't forget, this is an 8-pound or thereabout webcam, so it's shit. But I basically just try to get.
Basically, it's a cheap Chinese knockoff.
Cool.
Pretty much.
Hey.
But it was
Whoa,
it was
la
the time
la
when I
la
tried to do
la
live
la
stream.
la la.
I never really caught on because nobody was watching then. I mean, people will watch a guy live stream a train sim, but not someone who draws.
Sorry if you hear me munching. I'm eating chocolate bars because, hey, sugar. Need something to keep me going.
I've got Pringles, so.
Now, I'm going to let everyone into a little secret with this scenario. I did originally hit some issues to try and get this route to work because in my absent-mindedness, I didn't realise I didn't have the London to Faversham high-speed route, which obviously this route uses that track and certain assets. So yeah, I had to purchase that. Another chunk of money out my wallet. But anyway, moving on from that, I did play the scenario briefly. Just make sure we're all working before we started streaming. In the last hour. So I already know some of what's going to happen. So what we're going to do is, whilst we're... Oh, I haven't even hit the button. Whilst we're loading up passengers here, what I'm going to do is, don't be in despair if you see that we have a proceed aspect to yellow and we get the road. I'm going to wait for a green aspect and then I'm going to go. And there's a very good reason behind that.
Can I ask you why you said ooh la la and started looking down an animated woman on the end of the platform
Because
like a
I
demented
thought it would be
pervert?
funny.
Fair enough. I worry about you sometimes.
Well, it obviously had an impact because you asked about it.
Likewise.
You gonna have any random ramblings about Wales or West this evening, do we reckon, boys and girls?
Wales and West.
Only if you
Yes.
bring them up.
The fact that we had a random ramble about them for about half an hour last night in the last live stream.
I know. Everyone on YouTube must be getting pretty pissed off with me just live streaming shit all the time now.
Also, I will put out an advanced warning. If you hear my brother at all during the recording or the live stream or whatever, he's playing Black Ops 2.
That's absolutely fine, no problem.
I think he's on Search and Destroy, so don't expect. If you do hear him,
Don't
you'll
expect
understand
pleasantries.
Yeah.
You'll be pleased to know I'm on push to talk, so if I choose to listen to music at some point, you won't have to suffer my god-awful singing. Where I think I'm in
that's
tune,
good.
but I'm quite clearly not.
That's good, because I will probably end up making my way over to Wales and bludgeoning you to death with a teaspoon.
I mean, you can't. It's not essential travel, unfortunately.
Oh, it is essential. You're causing crimes against the earbuds.
It's an assault on the eardrums, is it?
Now, we have been given a yellow, and you're probably thinking he's going to sit on his arse and wait for green. Yeah, I am, but so I'm not crawling around. I'm building up some pressure. I've got plenty of pressure.
Double yellow.
So I'll wait for a green here, because some of these signal blocks are actually quite short that we have to go through. So if I get it up to a nice, about 20 mile an hour, it will see me through all the way through to about after the first couple of tunnels. There are some tunnels on this route, by the way, so if you get deafened by the noise, I do apologise. There's jack all I'm going to do about it because of the volume metering, because everyone says it sounds fine as it is at the moment, so I'm just going to leave it and not touch it.
This actually wasn't the scenario I was intending to include.
Wasn't it?
No.
What
Just,
coaches did you include with this anyway? Whoa, hey, oh, shit,
It was the DT Mark 1s.
Oh, they're the older ones, aren't they?
Yeah.
Oh, they look alright still, don't they? I mean, I could have used the AP ones, but they're heavy as shit, apparently.
Yeah, it was just for what was available at the time, really.
I've struggled with the AP ones.
How slow did you make that fucking stopper go?
It's not my problem, it's the fact that it's TS being crap.
Yeah, okay, fair play, I'll let you off.
Plus, I think the signal block it's in is actually quite long.
Yeah, these signal blocks are a little bit daft. There's not
So,
really.
I mean,
Right, we should.
you see where the station is?
Yeah, we're on the green now.
It's right between two tunnels, which explains why it's so long.
Let's see if we can get some of these smexy views to happen. Oh, hello.
As I was saying about the AP Mark 1s, I've struggled with the weight of them before now.
Not surprising.
What?
Still haven't done.
Depending, I had a rake of, was it 7 or 8 behind a modified haul on Riviera Line in the 50s?
Yeah.
And I think I struggled to get above about 60 mile an hour, and I pretty much had the regulator in the roof.
Right. Quick FYI, you're about to be deafened.
And I shut off to stop the door rush. So you come from doorless wiring, you're around the curve, shut off, and the weight of the train actually slowed me down. I hit doorless platform doing about 20 miles an hour.
Well, you meant to stop that.
Hopefully everyone can hear me okay over the racket in the
We
tunnel.
have more people in general, I shall drag them down.
You're going to have to give me 30 seconds so I can really hear shit all.
Oh wow.
It's where we need that realistic sound pack so I don't have to get deafened. Now we should have a yellow here. If the stream can hear me, yeah, we do have a yellow. Actually, let's swap those down. That is a really poorly sighted signal.
There's a signal.
Oh, that's better. Sorry, say again.
There's a signal.
You said something about General.
Yeah, there was 2 people in there, Mr. Taylor and Mr. Hannibal, who I've now added into the chat here.
Oh, brilliant. Jesus Christ, I've got a
Hello.
party going on. Hello.
How do?
I do fine. I'm very deaf right now. In the tunnel. It's a little bit quieter. So we'll just keep an eye on chat and see if they're being deaf enough.
Nobody said anything.
How many watching?
8, apparently.
About half of them are us again.
Yeah. So, hello, you industrious little fellows who are watching there this evening. Hope you're all keeping 2 meters apart when you're out and about.
Yeah, I have a rant to go on about social distancing in a second. After the tunnel, just stop deafening me. We'll also talk about the scenario shortly as well. What it's to do to explain a bit of information. We know everyone's idea, but let's give a bit of an insight to people who are watching this into the scenario. No, don't respond yet. I just can't hear you.
But you don't push the A-sync through the tunnel.
We're all singing yellow again, so I'm going to get called by red. My plan didn't work, damn it.
It worked to an extent.
It worked to an extent. I mean, it's in a very long signal block, the train ahead of us, so that's why we're in this situation now. I'm just going to keep it rolling at a very base amount of miles an hour, if I can. In fact, I just need to... yeah, we're on red. I love this backdated train sim route. It's even got the litter in the tracks, which was so prevalent in 1980s British Rail
It's
areas.
still prevalent now.
It is, but it's not as bad as it used to be. You know what? I think we might get a screenshot here. Oh, we've got a yellow. Never mind. We could still get a screenshot. Want that board of West St Leonard's in. And we'll just wait for it to Rods down. Yeah, we got them. I like the way I've just completely put reg in the roof there. So, anyway, yeah. So, Stu.
Yeah.
Give us a bit of an insight here. How do you throw a scenario like this together?
With a lot of swearing and frustration for a start.
So basically, Stu had this idea from a friend of ours called Glenn, who's part of the Caledonia Works team, to do this little rail tour scenario. Now, beg pardon my lack of knowledge in this field, but one assumes that the loco did run over this route.
Well, a few of the class probably did.
But as a rail touring, so it's kind of a fictional scenario then.
A fictional rail tour, because I don't recall ever seeing C-Class being mainline, apart from being at Ashford when the Steam Centre was still there.
Yeah, got you. Does anyone know how to... Oh, I'm up a 1 in 100, so I'm not really going to get very far.
They really came about because he was on about... Because I think we were talking about mod at the time.
Oh, right, okay.
Because, as we know, he's also a C-Class of a different company. Which is why in the description, a certain other pre-grouping C-Class.
Right.
As a slight reference to mod.
Alright, that's cool. I didn't realise that.
She's been a fair amount on the main line as well.
Oh, yeah.
Because she's been West Highland, she's been down to Rainhill. She went to Palmadie for the open day in like the early 2000s. She's been to Bluebell. She's done a fair bit in her preserved career, I will say.
Without being transported on a lorry.
Well, the time she went to Bluebell, she had to be transported by lorry. But
But it's just like...
Yeah, she's been a fair bit. She's been on the main line a fair bit.
Isn't there like a clip on YouTube from where she went to Rainhill, where it was like a really long journey?
She took the long way around.
Yeah.
She went via the Glasgow South Western main line via Kilmarnock and Dumfries. Then down the Settle Carlisle to Hellifield and then through Blackburn.
Oh, right, okay, we've got a red coming up, have we?
That is, if anything, that's the long way around.
Wow. Yeah, that is the long way around.
I wonder if
so we've got another red ahead of us again, so we're just going to slow down.
There was a bit of a narrow patch, shall we say, at Carlisle. The crews threatened to take her back. The crews threatened to take her back.
Really? Why?
Because they were going to have her towed down by a diesel. And it's because it was because of an LMS Pacific. Princess Lizzie had set the line side on fire.
Oh, what? Brilliant! Then again, that's easily believable for.
So they wanted to have Maud towed down by a peak.
Too many bloody wheels.
Yeah, they wanted to have Maud towed down by a peak, so the driver just said, "Where's the nearest turntable? I'm taking her back."
Oh yeah, Bruce, I like your juxtaposition of a C-Class and NSC Mark 1s.
To be honest, Stu
that was also
devised
Glenn's idea.
Yeah, well, to be honest, I mean, in the era that the rail tour is fictionally set, actually it makes sense.
Oh, don't get me wrong.
I mean, the first thing I saw, or thought of when I saw the mixture of maroon, green and Nessie Mark 1s was, a mid-Hants train from the late 90s.
You probably would have got it, possibly.
Well,
no, I think we're on yellow.
When the mid-Hants were heavily investing in Mark 2s, you've only got to look back at late 90s pictures of it, and you would have like an S15 in southern wartime black with a rake of Network Southeast Mark 2s behind, like 1 or 2 green coaches slapped in the middle for good measure.
Hellfire.
No, the mid-Hants was just to have a diesel, have a steam car, like Nessie Mark 2, Nessie Mark 2, Green Mark 2, Nessie Mark 2.
I do remember going to the mid-Hants as a kid with my dad for a Thomas event and seeing the peak that they had at the time. Well, that they had at the time,
Yeah.
and all the stock was a mixture of Mark IIs in all these weird and wonderful livery coaches, Mark IIs.
Yeah.
That was a bit like the Battlefield line until fairly recently in the last decade. Because like you'd have a rake of coaches and there'd be this tavern car like beyond maroon. Next thing you know, it's like NSE, blue grey, custard and cream. Just
Yeah.
Blood
Well,
and custard.
Like Barrow Hill have with their Mark II rake, they've got one side painted blue and grey and the other side painted maroon for the diesel or steam events to switch them around.
yeah.
It's like the Spa Valley Rail, where they've got a coach, haven't they? One side's blue and grey, the other
we
side's
don't
green.
talk about ugh, Spa Valley. Ugh.
I've not been to Spa. The closest I came to going to Spa was when they had the LMY 27 on loan.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah, it was either go there or go to Romney. You can have a guess at what I picked.
The right choice, the wrong.
Yeah, and I also went down for when Green Goddess came back.
To be honest, that LMS 27, sorry, the LMY 27 gets bad anyway.
She's not come up here yet.
No, not yet.
Here's hoping.
At least at the West Somerset, all our coaches have one colour on each side that's the same.
Ironically enough, the Romney, I used to volunteer.
Did you?
Tell you what, we're getting up a good lick now. We're nearly hitting 40. What we got on the other platform? That looks like a set of 2 EPBs?
Ding ding.
I don't know. Maybe they're full.
Yeah, I just had a look at what was in the pack and just went according to what was in there.
Well, when
I
the
mean, it
stream
works,
catches
yeah.
up, I should know.
Yeah, when the stream catches up.
Did we go past the
yeah,
yellow
there they
or
are.
green?
It was green. I'm looking at it now.
Okay, thank God for that. I weren't paying attention.
Bruce, you're well off your route knowledge card here by the look of it.
Mate, you didn't
And
see
that
last night's live stream. It was hilarious because I ended up on
Yeah.
both scenarios I played going through a station at least once.
And that, Bruce, was a pair of EPBs.
I was right then.
416
I'm
is
well
big.
off my route card here as
I
well.
was tempted to
You
shove a
where
couple
I
of-
am.
I was tempted to shove a couple of 2Hals in just for the fun of it, but nah, didn't bother.
Well, I think you're stretching it with 2 EPBs. Actually, have we got any 4 Veps in game?
Yes.
We have.
Well, I hope so, anyway.
I'll have to have a look. I wonder if we've got enough vehicles to actually make the 8 Vep yet, actually. That's a good point. That'd be a cool one to try.
There's definitely one thing. There's probably one southern set I'm interested in seeing at some point.
What's that?
Six pull.
Oh, yeah, when that finally goes mainline.
Oh,
No, that's
yes.
the 5 bell.
That's the Brighton Bell.
No, the 6 pull was a regular like suburban set with a Pullman car shoved in the middle.
Correct.
Oh, was it? Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Oh, that's quite nice.
A few of those cars are actually survived, and one of them is actually called Bertha. Yeah, that's the thing. Where is Bertha now, anyway?
Oh, God.
It's funny you mentioned the Brighton Bell, actually, because I need to be asking my old man a couple of questions, because there was meant to be a 73.9 going in Pullman colours to go with.
Oh, really?
Yes, but as I say, that all comes down to when it does get going, and when eventually it does start doing its test runs and what have you.
There you go,
Oh.
folks. You heard the gen here first.
Well, that explains where she's gone. West Coast has got it.
No.
Did they not?
It's going to be
Well,
a
they
GBRF operation.
Well, they did have it.
That depends what for, though. It might have just been work on it or something.
It was at Midhants and Neem Valley. Bluebell had it for a portion.
We're going along at quite a hell of a rate here, keeping the fire up so we don't lose too much pressure. Just bring the throttle back a bit. Oh, bloody hell, you idiot.
What did you do?
Left the brakes off, didn't I? I didn't have them in running.
Well, it doesn't really matter really, because it's a Westinghouse. It's air brakes. It's not vacuum.
Oh shit, yeah, it is, isn't it? Forgot about that. I know people are probably thinking, why am I keeping on top of the water so much? But I tend to find if I do, it just makes life a bit easier to just top it up a bit more, little and often if I can, rather or an intermediate bit instead of getting down to like 50 or 45% and then filling it right to the brim again. Which is how you're supposed to do it anyway. You're supposed to do little and often. I'll keep the fire around about 70 because it started at 55, so just give it plenty of gumption to make plenty of steam. I'll press tab. No, that means we've got a proceed aspect, so that's fine. Oh, we're losing speed on the downgrade.
We're going with Brucie Steel.
Is there any particular reason we're losing speed on the downgrade?
You got a handbrake on?
No. Wow, the computer's going nuts.
Doesn't it usually go nuts?
Not that bad, no.
Keys nuts.
I think it's a CPU core doing it for some bizarre reason. It needs a clean out, to be honest. I think there's some dust. I've got 50 coming up after that. Slight uphill. Actually, that works in my favour. Yeah, we're going through water like anything. I'm just going to keep throttle where it is. I know I'm using a lot of steam, but what time are we doing Roberts Bridge? Oh, we're making extremely good time here.
In all honesty, really.
The rash of Bruce.
BR would have told you you're going 30 miles an hour and no more.
Well, we'll slow down a bit.
But what do the crews do? They don't listen.
Well, what we'll do then, we'll cruise a little bit because we're early.
Reality BR told the crews 30 miles an hour. But if you watch videos of Maud going up to Settle Carlisle,
there's no way it's doing 30.
You can tell she's not doing 30. She's doing at least 45.
Can you blame them?
Oh, really? No. Because, I mean, they wanted to be early. I think they wanted to be early for their water stop at Garsdale, so...
Ah, there we go. We're caught up again with the... or we're catching up again with the... Oh, hey up. Whoa. Turn that off.
Because how far are you from?
Sorry, I can't hear you temporarily on
Tunnel?
Yeah. Turn the blower off so I can take the blower back.
We know what happens if you leave your firebox in the tunnel.
Well, the firebox is also supposed to just have the blower on. Just going to leave at about 21 miles an hour. Because I know that it won't hurt her to just be that slow, just in case we have to either speed back up again or we have a red aspect. Let's get some pressure in the boiler. I mean, to be fair, we're not doing too bad.
Not really, no.
You didn't go overkill on the load, luckily. I mean, I'm thinking rail tour, and I was
No,
expecting
I was
like
thinking.
15
I was
fucking
thinking
coaches.
about. I was thinking 6 coaches would be about right because I think 7 would be a bit excessive.
Mark
It's,
ones as well.
it's 1980s for a 2F. 6 seems about right. Because I mean, it's southern region. It's mostly there's some hills, but not too many. Because I mean, if it was up like the West Highland, 4 coaches would be enough. Because I mean, you've seen the grades on the West Highland.
Just brake slowly.
Right, so I need station siding and siding 1. Let's see. Siding 3, siding 1. Yes, I need. One. Gesso and blood and custard.
That wasn't a bad actual stint, really. I did well there. I mean, if I paced myself a bit more, I wouldn't be sat at a red now, but... I mean, hey, what the fuck, why not? Sod's Law.
You stop and then it changes.
How did you guess?
That's usually what happens. It's like when you're hitting all the red lights on the way home.
Oh boy, I know that feeling over the last couple of weeks.
Oh, yeah.
Although it was quite funny the other day when I finished work Friday. I was in. Oh no, it was a standby Friday. I was standby Friday. Thursday when I finished work, I drove into work and back. On the way, I hit every single light red in Leicester. Coming out of Leicester, I hit every single fucking light green. Which was the only time that happened that week. It's really bizarre. Now, that was a 2-aspect signal, so how far have we got until the next signal was sent to player? Oh, is that Roberts Bridge? Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah, because I would have done a Southampton-Weymouth scenario for the C-Class, but Southampton-Weymouth decided I'm not having it.
Oh, that's weird. In what sense?
I don't know if you've had this problem when you try and load up certain routes, but everything went white.
I've had that before and I've forgotten what caused it. I think the only time I had it that bad was on Southampton-Weymouth.
I think
Not Southampton-Weymouth, sorry, West Coast Main Line North.
For some reason, I think something was supposedly unticked or missing.
Yeah,
but
and it's frozen.
for every scenario I've played on it, it works fine. Even the quick drives, it's fine. But when I try and make a scenario, it causes problems.
That's strange.
Again, I would do scenarios for the T3 on there, but I can't.
We'll try and get it working between us if we can.
I've messaged SSS about it. Nothing.
Did he ever reply?
Nope. Well, I got a response, and in fact, let me try and find it.
I suggest you ask in either official train simulators or RCG. See if anyone else can help you, because don't forget you got the VP guys in there as well as the other freeware devs, so they might be able to point you in the right direction. And don't forget Bex Reddy's a scenario maker as well, so might be able to just point you in the right direction on some things. There we go. We're at Roberts Bridge already.
That's one stop. That's one stop.
Which isn't too bad. We're supposed to be here at 23:30 to pick up passengers. That's not bad going. That was slightly too much brake. Never mind. Just give her a bit of a...
Yeah, and I'll show you the problem that I'm getting, because I've got a picture of it.
You should have seen the problem I had earlier with this route before I installed London Faversham. Jesus. Well,
I'll
only with
put
the
it in
track missing, the sky won't work.
Yeah, put it in train chat and you'll see the
This
exact.
guy looked like
those of
Robert's
you-
Ridge had been nuclear bombed, actually.
Ah,
Those
well,
of you who
it
are
got
in
better
the-
than that. It got better than that. In the midst of me trying to do a track swap, or start the process of doing the track swap, I thought, right, okay, let's be a clever shit. We'll do a track swap here, right? So I've gone to do that, and then lo and behold, I've thought, oh, I can't see shit with this apocalyptic sky. I changed weather to North Somerset clear. Hit enter, then the sun was a bloody missing texture. And it's like, So yeah. But yeah, scenario building can be a very finicky thing, folks. I can tell you
Especially
that
if-
from when I was
especially
trying
if-
to make scenarios at the end too.
Especially if
I
the
still
route
haven't finished
doesn't
them.
work.
That
Hence
reminds,
why I,
talking of scenarios, we still haven't finished the scenarios awarded that we were doing.
Got through most of them, didn't we?
Went through 2 of them, and then we hit a few other snags, didn't we? So we need to, because I wouldn't mind putting that out as freeware.
I had a
Somehow.
few ideas for some scenarios, actually, based on those timetables I found yesterday.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about that, what you had in mind. But we
I
can
think that'll
save
be
that. We can save
I
that
think that'll
discussion.
be Yeah, save that discussion for later after the
Yeah.
stream.
Yeah. But I'm willing to converse with you and, you know, see what's what. I don't know what's going on with the textures on the coaches down here. Bit weird. Okay, that's probably because they're the older coaches. But yeah.
They're that old, the instructions are in Latin.
Jesus Christ. You ever try reading an Old English book or any Old English text pre about 1820?
No, I can't
Jesus
say I have.
Oh
Christ.
God, it is so. Oh mate. When
What?
my late gran was heavily involved in doing the family tree stuff, she actually showed me some of the stuff that she'd managed to get hold of and stuff relating to our family historically from hundreds of years ago, and even had some text from the late 1700s, early 1800s, and it's like, Jesus, so this is like reading another language. She goes, yeah, there's double S's in it and all sorts of weird linguistic stuff that's obviously died out. And I'm like, Jesus. She goes, you have to basically relearn certain parts of English to read it because of how they structured everything. I mean, anyone can, if you put your mind to it, one can converse in such a style of the Victorian era quite easily and quite expeditionally with a wide expanse of vocabulary. But aside from that, if you don't put your mind to that thought process, you can't do it. It's really strange.
My favourite things to read is something that's being poorly translated from like Chinese into English.
Oh no, it's
You
like
can't
Google
make heads and tails
Translate
of that,
sings a
yeah.
song, isn't it? Yeah. Oh boy. Now hopefully we are in a position now on the scenario where the local service is fucked off by several signal blocks. Fantastic. So
You hope.
we'll get a decent run for a couple of stations, and then we'll probably have to regulate ourselves again. Which is about right for rail tours. Rail tours never, in the days of old, used to go to plan. There was always a timing issue, or so forth. In fact, actually that's a good point. Remember the epic story? I ought to link that one day. That epic story on Six Bells Junction about the Colville Open Day, the last one.
Oh, yes.
yeah.
Yes. Where the loco stared at the red signal. The signal stared back at it. The Wibble generator frothed into life. Just...
And then the gen dispenser crackled again. Due to us being so late, we've been told we can't stop at Colville.
Oh, what was that bit as they were passing Colville Depot? It was like people were hurriedly noting down numbers out the window, and some guy got a carrier bag and called on the loco numbers, to which many members of the rail tour gave some very suitable advice to the man as to what to do with his carrier bag. It's just
Was it to shove it where the sun don't shine?
something of that ilk, yeah, I think it was. It didn't actually write those words, but
Yes, at least 2 people on the train shouted some friendly advice as to what else you should do with a carrier bag.
Quote unquote friendly advice.
Yes, we've all seen some friendly things on rail tours in our time.
oh yeah, we have, haven't we?
Yeah, here we are.
I like the way I
Tour
still get shit for
7976
flaying out the
steered
window.
it, and the red light steered back.
Yeah, that's
So
it.
I can give you one up on that, Bruce.
I still get
When
shit
my-
on a mate's video. He filmed me out of the window flailing 31563
Oh,
at Central.
nah.
Yeah, he still gets shit now. And how long ago was that video put up?
Was
It's
I
like,
there for
why?
that?
Come on, get off. You were there for one of them, not the other though.
But yeah, going back to rail tour rights, when my dad used to have his own sort of like rail tour company, there was one with 3 Cromptons leaving Exeter going up the bank to Central.
Yeah.
And I kid you not, the whole side of this train, the whole side, death!
Dr.
So
Death
which-
was nearby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll put it this way.
When was this? About 80s
out-
or 90s?
Early 90s, I'd like to say.
Mm.
Late, mid to... Anyway, so which my dad's then, obviously the rights finished, my dad's gone to the break to pick up the PA. Can I please ask all passengers to refrain from shouting out the windows? That is my job and my job only.
That's my job. Hey, don't do that.
I like
That's my
that, yeah.
job.
I like the way you gave a very generous 5-minute stop at Robertsbridge.
Well, I think it was meant to be a bit shorter than that, but I don't know what happened.
It's not a problem. I mean, I will admit this is great advocacy
I
for
think- I
this
think
backdated train sim route. I mean, it's beautiful. It's wonderful. I mean, look at that.
I think my thinking for the 5 minutes may have possibly been people getting out and taking photos.
Yeah,
Because
right.
you know how some people
Got
are.
an RA.
Get
Also
your
love
asses
that
back in
quote
your
from-
seats or bugger off the platform.
I still love that quote about that rail tour. Matlock, named after a medieval carpet security device. Not many people know that.
It's still one of the greatest quotes out of that.
Fucking Matlock.
Slight problem. Train equals load 12. Loop equals definitely not. We should write one about our hour and a half wait at Crocombe Heathfield, Bruce.
Yeah. I remember the rail operations group class 37-8 Thrash Bash tour.
Oh, that.
Yeah, me and Jack Marshall were on it, and we're fucking like sat in there. We're opposite this freight liner driver, a really cool dude. Actually, it was the same driver who had that derailment outside the Saltley with the wagons the other year, which was okay. The guy actually wasn't to blame for any of that. It was down to the RARV report put it down to poor wagon maintenance. But he was a really nice guy, and we sat there. We get the announcements. Now, we've got a relief driver here, folks. Unfortunately, he is a Western man, but that was the best we could do.
Oh,
That's the best we could do.
Fucking
Yeah.
brilliant.
I take
Yeah, I
that
did
to
like-
heart a little bit, being a Western man myself.
No, it was funny because
Yeah.
everyone, there was a mixture of us laughing and then we're going, oh, palpable, you know, just, oh.
Yeah.
yeah. Can you remember, Bruce, the pickups of that tour?
Pickups.
Yeah, where they were picking up people on the route.
Started Derby, picked up Leicester and
That's it.
Eton, New Street. Then we were down through Kidderminster to Worcester Shrub Hill. No, sorry, wrong. Down to Worcester Foregate Street, through to Hereford. We had a stop at Hereford. For some reason I'm losing speed like a mofo.
Then you were down the marches.
Yeah, we went down the
I thought
marches.
you at Cambran.
We went, was it Main D Junction?
Yeah, Main D North,
Main
East,
D
West,
North.
one or the other.
Then we were supposed to stop at Seven Tunnel Junction for 20 minutes, but there'd been a pathing cock-up because we were during the platform to stay at Seven Tunnel Junction, but a Turbo Star was as well, so we got stuck in the loop there. So we got completely depraved of any form of nicotine break, which was a nightmare. Continued back up via, was it Gloucester or around that sort of area, through Cheltenham Spa, past the Dean Forest, up to Worcester Shrub Hill. Then there was an hour and a half break. I think we arrived slightly late, but not by much. And we restarted right time, so...
Yeah, because originally I was going to look into doing that, but bearing in mind how long ago it was, and I still rated 37 at the time, so I was going to ask if I could do it like Derby, Birmingham or something. And they said no part fair, so I was like, yeah, whatever, okay.
That's a shame, really, because I mean, then actually in the dark we did the park. Oh, what's it called? The back road from Coleshill to Walsall.
Oh yeah.
Park Lane.
Park Hill Line.
Park Hill. That's it. That fucking thing.
Was there even a ticket check involved on that?
I think like once, and that was it.
So I could have easily effed it from somewhere.
You could have just hidden the bog.
Nah, that gives it away. If you're gonna F it, you've got to sit in a seat, keep your head down, and not make it obvious you haven't got a ticket.
I remember
Yeah.
I nearly got away with a fucking park fair on a Jolly Fisherman tour, you know, about 7 years ago when it went skeg.
Oh yes.
With the 2037.
Yeah, that date rings a bell because I think I was going the other way somewhere.
Yeah, I think you had. Because I ended up going on it with Ian Wright, didn't I?
Oh, Ian wrong.
Well, no, because our plan went tits up. Because what happened was, we ended up on, it was hilarious, we ended up on that rail tour on a park fair by absolute sheer chance. Because I got on a Turbo Star from Leicester, he got on at Oakham, and we went to Peterborough, because I said, well, it was the year of the Nottingham Diverts, because the Nottingham Blockade was on.
That's it.
And we were going to get the HST that was Derby to Skegness, because it was going Derby, around Sice the North Curve, through Mountain and all that, pick up at Peterborough, change ends, up to Grantham, and then down the branch. Well, that was all well and fine until there was an operational incident. So the train got cancelled.
Oh, cheers then.
So, like, fuck, what do we do now? And then he's like, oh, there's a rail tour going through Lincoln. So we get to jump on this dog box, go all the way to Lincoln, get some food, we have a quick fill-in move on the Pacer to Saxilby, and then we jump back on the Sprinter back, so we got a couple of unit fill-in moves. Then we part fared it at Lincoln. It caused absolute chaos in Lincoln because the train was that long, it fouled the level crossing for about 20 minutes. Which was absolutely hilarious. And we ended up right in the front. He came across some people he knew, I came across some people who knew. Could we get out the window for the love nor money? No, we couldn't. So we ended up rotating windows with various people, and they were really cool about it. And then, like, we thought, shit, we've got away with this. Oh, hello, can I see your tickets, please? And it's like, ah, fuck. So we nearly got a free ride to fucking Skeg. But it was a hell of a journey. It was brilliant.
2013, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's right. But I bailed. I didn't do the return journey. I went and got some fish and chips because I didn't want to be out too late all day. And I was doing back connections back to Leicester. So I got on a Sprinter, I got on a 158 and went to Grantham. And said to the guy, "Are you going through to Nottingham?" Because I need to get back to Leicester. He goes, "If I were you, I'd go by Peterborough." And he goes, "What ticket you got?" And I showed him. I had a, it was a Heart of England 3 and 7 thing.
Oh yeah.
So it covered me for the East Midlands anyway, or that area. So I'm like, okay, bail at Grantham. Spoke to the guys at Grantham. They're like, yeah, jump on the 91 set or whatever it is. It goes, go down Peterborough and change there. So I did that. Got back very late into Leicester. Well, I say very late. I got back late into Leicester. Then I get a phone call from a mate. Do you want to come round for a house party? So I've gone round my mate's house for beer and a house party. It's fucking hilarious. So I'm with my old schoolmates. It's middle of like July. It's fucking boiling. And it's like, oh, do you want to stay tonight? I'm like, yeah, sure. And then it's like, of course, my friend had, I think at that time she broke her arm or something, so she got the spare bed, which normally at this particular friend's house, the spare bed's normally mine.
Oh yeah.
Because that's how long I've known them family, so they're normally like, yeah, you can first dibs. So I'm like, nice. But I didn't that time, so there's about 3 of us on my mate's bed, 3 of us guys. One mate's sleeping on the floor on a fucking yoga mat, and the other guy fell asleep in the chair and nearly fell backwards when he woke up in the morning.
Brilliant.
So I've been out of the house for a total of, I think it was something stupid like 30 hours. That
Your
was...
parents were your parents like, where the hell have you been?
No, because I told them, you see. I told them where I was.
Alright.
The only tour I have planned for this year at the moment
Oh shit, I
is,
let the water get really low.
being moved to the 22nd of August, so...
Yes, I know. We don't
And you'll
talk
need to
about
book that time
tour.
off now.
we don't talk about that at the moment, because I had to cancel my week's leave I had booked for that.
So did I.
So yeah,
So...
there was some
that's it,
crazy
Bruce.
shit. Yeah,
I've just got the date for it, 20th of July 2013.
yeah, I remember. That was a fucking
Yeah,
warm day. That
yeah.
was.
Yeah, it was, because I'm thinking of a GBRF staff charter that was our running. It wasn't that day, it was the Saturday after, which was the 20th to Clundubno in Holyhead.
Yeah, that's right.
So 2013.
Is that the one that
Yeah.
started off
was-
down in Cardiff way? It was a 66 halfway up and then changed over for 20s.
Yeah, which for some reason I got on at Crew. I wonder why.
Yeah.
I
the 20
wish to apologise if the viewer's still watching, Mr. Cyril Jeswin. How to install the game. If you go to my paste bin and click there, there is a URL link which you can copy and paste into your web browser. That takes you to Steam. The game is available through Steam, and it will automatically download to a location that you specify. And you can play to your heart's content. There's a lot of downloadable content and tutorials online that are not made by myself, by other people, who can guide you through a lot of things that you need to know about train sim should you be interested.
What's happened to the stream?
Why?
It's
It's
black.
gone black on the side.
Oh shit, has it?
Yes.
Oh,
black.
hang on. What happened there then?
Fuck knows.
No idea.
How long's it been black for?
About a minute.
Until you go back.
Oops.
But yes, I was looking forward to that certain
Oh,
tour
no.
that we don't talk about.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
I've just looked at the Pathfinder site. There is no date for it now. It just says Saturday.
Has it gone
Oh,
to
great.
intermission screen? Can someone let me know?
Nope, still black.
Well, it'll take a little bit, Reese.
Because my problem is, Jake, is that I want to book the time off work for it.
So do I, and I've got an FC dining ticket on it.
What the
But
hell?
my
happened?
problem is, do I book that week off?
Oh, there we go.
Do I book the week I need off and then find out they're
Right,
probably
the
going to
intermission
redate it to
screen's
another
just
date
popped up.
again?
Yeah. Sorry, viewers. We just had a slight technical glitch there. I don't know what's
Right,
happened.
there's the intermission screen.
I do apologise to everyone watching. I don't know what's happened there. We'll try that
At the
again.
moment, I've not booked any holiday whatsoever, so I'm going to wait until nearer the time.
So let's see if it swaps back over to in-game. I've
The
paused
problem
it.
is, where I work, if 4 other people get holiday that week, I can't book the week off. So I have to book it way in
Wait
advance and
for-
hope for the best.
Come on. Is it working? Come on.
Yep.
Let's go back to game.
Yep.
As
I
now.
sincerely apologise to everyone. I don't know what happened there, so
In fact, there's another tour in
don't know
May
what
that's been cancelled that I've just literally got my money back from.
yeah.
Which is
5008 to Skegness,
Oh right, yeah.
which pissed me off slightly.
Because another one I was thinking of doing was the 50s down to Penzance,
Pause
but
the
of
game
course,
first. Oh,
I'll be on that
It'll
regardless.
start moving again in a second.
there we go.
Yeah, I might get on a back tour soon.
Oh, hello. Hello, Callum. Everyone say hello, Callum, in chat.
hello,
Ding
Callum.
ding ding dong.
Hello, Callum in chat.
Sorry, I did not realise we picked up someone from Backdated call centre.
Hello, can I take your order, please?
No. Don't do it too much. I'm on a live stream.
Sorry.
Be careful what you say, Bruce.
It was just
It's
the
alright,
fact.
you're
It's just the fact I said say hello everyone to Callum, and then like Stu goes hello ding 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 like that, and I don't know.
No, it was me taking the piss out of Donald Trump.
It's just
Hello,
like,
you people know a lot about trucks. Bing bing bonk. Thank you very much.
Hey,
yeah.
hey,
Yeah. No, I want to know about it because I think it was Funky Town someone did. So he goes like bing 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 bong, bing 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 bong.
Oh God, yes.
The other thing about Trump is if he's not careful, World War III will break
Nah,
out.
I won't worry about it.
I think World War III's already broken out on his face. Why do you think it's orange? Why do you think his face is orange?
Well, you know they're breeding him in all.
He's already bred. We're game
Yeah.
over.
You can just imagine that he tripped over a stash of this stuff and he's gone to like his defence ministers. Hey, what's these vats of orange stuff? Oh, that's for your skin, sir. And it's Agent Orange, and he's just managed to like he's residually building it, so his face will just bust in about 2 years. Really sorry. Oh, that's better. Oh.
What's
My ears. It's alright, my ears are deafened after going through tunnels.
You what?
Shut
Oh,
up.
that looks well nice. That lighting up.
Tell you what, it's drinking water a lot.
Well, I guess so. You're going
I was thirsty as the damn climax I was having earlier.
I beg your pardon?
American steam engine.
Oh, right. At least. Never mind.
Go on, how about you?
Damn, Yankees.
Oh, hello, I'm in the platform. Whee! That's the only downside with this camera view. Just managed to decapitate myself. Right, there we go. Can I get down to a different view on that side? Oh, okay, maybe not. Let's just back off the throttle a bit. Oh, we're going downhill.
I'm at least a minute behind on my end of it.
We're speeding a bit, so let's just chuck in a bit of brake and slow down. Oh god, that was a bit worrying.
It's alright. There was no OTMR in those days, so don't worry about it.
Yeah, but I do worry if the engine comes flying off the track and I've just driven it from north.
Deja vu, I just been. European intensifier.
There we go. Right, we are going to get the reverser set up for what we need, so it'll be about 42%, and we will give it about just over second valve to get up the hill.
God, I hate getting random friend requests on Facebook from people I don't even fucking know.
Yeah, I get that a lot as well.
I'm ignoring how many now?
Yeah, same. I've got about 10.
I've got a big bunch of friend requests on Facebook that I've ignored, but most of these people I didn't like, so...
No.
It's like when I created my Facebook account, people left the school I was in that was sending me friend requests. I was like, yeah, but I don't like you. I don't like you. I don't like you. I don't like you.
You know what it is?
Very
Like
relatable.
That's how I felt after.
You're a twat, you're a twat, you're okay, you're a twat, you're a twat.
Pretty much, yeah.
I'm more on a level where I don't agree with everyone, and then I'm like, if you find my opinion okay.
With me, it just boils down to people I like from the different things I've done. So, like, people I like from school, people I like from college, people I like from work, people I like from volunteering. That's it. And then obviously, you people.
Most of the criteria is that it's people I know, that I have had work with some people I've spoken to, or maybe someone who's met me on Facebook, and it's just like, I don't know you.
A bit more? No? A bit
Yeah,
less?
so I'm up to about 52 friend requests. I'm just ignoring.
I'll have a look at how many I've got, okay?
I remember the time when like people would be like, oh, I got 300 friends now. How many of those would you speak? Although the funniest thing I experienced was at boarding school when after boarding school, started sorting out my friends I had, because after like 3 to 6 months, there were people I would just straight stop talking to. But as soon as seconds after I removed them as friends, why did it remove me? It's like, oh,
because I can.
When I removed you and cared when I removed you, but not when you had the chance to speak to me.
Somebody volunteers at the Blanghaven Railway added me, and it's just like, yeah, but I haven't volunteered there in over a year. Why are you adding me? Do I know you? No. So I think my last term up there was about this weekend last year.
I mean, we're only doing 46 miles an hour. We were going a good old rate of knots, but it don't matter. There's no problem with that. Oh, fail.
As long as you're moving.
Oh yeah, we're always moving.
No, wait, what?
The C-Class doesn't half go something, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Don't know, does it?
The scripting can't be right for it then.
Why?
No, just the shit.
What, the SECRs?
Is it because they're southern?
At least the
Hey.
scripting's more accurate. At least the scripting's more accurate on this than the bloody Y14.
We do not discuss that abomination.
Okay then. The Great Eastern engine that shall not be named by a developer who we shall
Who
never
shall not
speak
be
of.
named.
The engine that shall not be named by a developer who we should never speak of.
Yeah,
Am I missing something here?
Yeah,
maybe.
Most likely.
I'd say no more.
the J15 is terrible.
You made it.
I don't know what the name of it, because that would be advertised.
Yeah, sorry, Cal, what did you say?
I said, who made the Y14?
JH 55,000.
Who the fuck is that?
J
Is
Torres.
he that YouTuber?
With the Thomas series, yes.
Yeah.
I thought I heard that name before and thought, oh, that name sounds retarded.
You know the motor mouth
bit
who
off,
doesn't know
but-
how to slow down his narrate.
It's not so much the way he speaks; it's more the main content he does.
Well, if you don't like it, don't watch
It's
it.
his attitude that
Which
gets
is why I
me.
don't watch it, Bruce.
Yeah.
It's his attitude that gets me, because Pip, you might know Pip. You probably know Pip.
Well, let's not drag too much into a live stream because I don't
Yeah, I
want to
wouldn't.
affect people.
Well,
but I mean, all I'll
he's
say
got
is
the-
all I'll say is on the issue was there was multiple resources that were offered to him by various people within the community and railway user circles,
and he flung it back in their face.
and he basically declined it, so that's why it's an inaccurate model.
Was that the one that was released on a set list?
Then goes to that bloody E2 he did. I mean, that thing's so fat, I couldn't even fit it through the damn tunnels. On some places on my route.
I didn't realise the Hastings line was actually single track or something.
Not only that, you know the, I don't know how many times I've said this, but you know
Why do you think the Hastings unit's on a thin body?
You know the 16-inch Hunslets he made, Bruce?
Yeah.
The battery shunter can do better.
Yeah, I do have a private mod.
That little EE.
Yeah, the battery shunter.
That's
can do
fucking
its work on my
hellfire.
route.
Hellfire.
It can push 4 of these slag tippers up to the tipping point on my route that I'm making.
That's
Just 20 miles an hour.
So win-win.
It is well.
Yeah, I've just got it. I've just got it as the work shunter. I mean, it's going to be sitting around doing bugger all for most of the time, so why not?
I mean, it is the one I look up to if I could ever model a tram or something for TS.
Or
This route is
then again,
really
didn't you
cool.
say-
'Cause
Didn't you-
I just remember the first time I drove it in TS, and I was like, "Oh, this is just like driving one of my trams." Because you know it had everything simulated so well. Like you slam it into full power, it cuts.
Yeah.
Because it's got. The
Well,
circuit-
most stuff would overramp and trip out actually if you just went 0 to full.
basically.
Over.
I mean, you do it on later models of trams. Some more modern trams we have, they do it slowly. You can just slam it into full throttle.
And it will regulate itself because the engine management system.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But normally that's one of the first things the instructors lure our students into. It's just like more power, and all of a sudden, what happened there? You cut off the.
Then there's the 73, because if you try and go into weak field too quick, it'll just put the emergency brake on.
Which in real life wouldn't happen.
Which, now that you've told me that, is retarded.
What is?
Well, I would find it weird. that they
The
would do that in
RSC
real life.
73 going into emergency brake if you put it in weak field too early.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you wouldn't do that because the
Well,
point
it's better
of,
if you use the MKS one, but there you go.
the point of it cutting power off is to make sure you don't burn out. It wouldn't be priority to stop the train, just take off power. At least.
And then again, it's RSC DTG. When have they ever done things properly?
Which is what annoys me with some people's view on TSW and things TS.
Because, I mean, as I said last time, I've shown Reese the West Somerset of TSW, and he's pointed out several things that's wrong. Haven't you, Reese?
Isn't it most like a recycled thing from RSC?
Yeah.
When I
It
saw
is.
clips from it, I was told like there was a lot of things they did reuse, and
Excuse
that's
me.
typical DCG at the moment. It's just taking something half-assed and buff the price tag.
Without being harsh, The West Somerset in general would manage, but from what I saw last year or whenever it was, that they're all just wrong anyway.
Just had to go full brake, slow this down in time.
Do you remember that right with the diesel guy?
What do you mean right with the diesel guy? When?
When what year was it when certain events got cancelled because there was a paperwork issue or something? Or am I thinking of a different railway?
You might be thinking of a different railway.
In which case I take that one strongly back.
I can't remember, if I'm honest. Talking of paperwork, Chinner suffered with that, didn't they, recently? Because the 58 was supposed to go down.
Yeah.
I don't know what the story is behind that, because I thought 58 was cleared down.
Oh, I was meant to be going to. I can't remember if it was the West Somerset, Swanage or somewhere. Half the locos didn't turn up because there was a problem somewhere on the lines with the paperwork issue. I can't remember if it was the West Somerset or not, but if it wasn't the West Somerset...
That sounds familiar.
Wasn't it Swanage a couple of years ago where
Swanage.
they ended up having a yellow 57 and a standard fuel tank out instead?
That's what I might be thinking of. Because I was at school at the time, and I remember being in the front room watching a film. Dad rung me up, and I was in a blind panic saying, "As the 50, no, it's the only bloody thing here that's working. We've got to take." And half the locos aren't turning up, so they're providing a kettle as well.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it was in full rant mode, but I was all right because I was still getting the 50026 in the book. Thank you very much.
If we keep one of Keithley's previous diesel galas, one of the diesel.
I have just run over my headphone lead.
Yeah, I don't know if any of you remember that
There we
big
go.
Jim
Fixed.
S160 at Keith. And they actually slapped BR large logo on a plate and mounted it to the side of the engine.
I'm trying to think if we had a diesel gala at the West Somerset with the locos now. Because now going through my mind, it's saying I think we did.
Yeah.
Saying that we haven't got a diesel gala this year, so.
Am I very early into Tonbridge because I'm sat at red? Possibly.
Ah, that's what it was. The prototype HST failed.
I don't know why that would have an effect on anything.
Well, that was Keighley.
Oh no, that's what I said, Keithley.
Oh, I thought you said West Somerset. Lunches.
I was the one talking about West Somerset.
I'll put it in train chat. There you go.
West Somerset.
There you go.
Single line section. Right, Red Hill to Ashford via Hastings.
Logo slapped on the side of
That
the
was
engine.
a booked pair, wasn't it? Or was it actually failed and the steam engine?
I think it actually failed.
Because I know there was meant to be weird and... But I was there the Friday anyway.
Have I got up to say I should be here next weekend? Apparently, according to our proto roster, I actually had 2 guards.
Yeah, that's not going to happen, is it?
No chance.
I will admit I'm suffering withdrawal symptoms from it at the moment. It's really frustrating. It's
Yeah, it's funny times at the minute. I mean, I was looking forward to several model shows this year.
It is.
looking forward to what?
Several model shows.
Yes, I'm hoping that the Great Electric Train Show still goes ahead.
I'm hoping it does, because that's a good one to meet up for. It's quite easy for me to get to.
Show last year.
Just like that diesel run this year.
Yeah, that was meant to be a bluebell this week.
We're meant to be taking a 92 to Cardiff.
Ah,
I
bollocks.
might nip out of the house to go and see that, should that go down.
Got a red. Red now.
Did I end up about a 10-minute trip right away from you?
I need to keep up with the fucking tour. Keep this on the curve through that.
You might have a Shakespeare Express today.
Well, that's not happening.
Request to pass
Yeah.
signal at danger approved. Okay. I don't know why that wouldn't, unless it's approach control. A bit random. Oh, you do have to press tab, okay, because that's a signalling limitation on the route side of things.
Guessing you're not far away then.
No, I'm 0.3 miles away. Just got to slow this behemoth down. It's 1 in 53 down into the station.
Yeah, I'm hoping that the Great Electric Train Show goes ahead. I might try and get up there for that one. But I was saying that one of the chaps I know is layout may, depending, be go with the layout for that. So
There we go. Pulling into platform 1 at Tonbridge.
Tonbridge.
Which I thought was a lot bigger than it is.
I might have to buy the Penzance extension.
Yeah, I need to buy all that stuff.
Need some back haulage.
Good lad.
I'll tell you what I do need to do is get all the Western Main Line extensions, and then I can do proper HST runs.
Yeah, I've got the
Well,
South Devon,
I've only
which
got
I
a
haven't
basic.
driven yet, and that's
That-
what I want
There we
to
go, ladies and gents, we're at Tonbridge.
That's why I pay for the computer.
So, we've done quite well there. And I know it's not been the most exciting part of the stream so far, there will be more coming. We could possibly get away with doing one more scenario. I don't want to go over 2.5 hours if I can help it. Now, at some point, I will get called for my dessert, which is going to be very inconvenient, but we can always intermission it and give everyone a break.
It's alright, I'll just do what we do on the GB charity trains and what have you. We'll just leg you down the platform and throw it to you in the cab.
There we go. Scenario complete. So, we will just put it onto menu loading so you can still hear us. Okay, folks, so we have a bit of an interesting conundrum available to us right here.
What scenario to do now?
What scenario to do now and where to drive? What do we want to see? Steam? Do we want to see modern image? What do we want to see?
Don't mind
Steam.
as long as nobody rails over it.
As long as it's not a
as long as
pacer.
it doesn't produce a peak, I'm happy.
Or it
I was
does.
gonna say, as long as it's not a Souls, I'm alright.
Well, if it's a baby souls like a 25, then yes.
Second that.
The 25s
Baby
don't
souls
sound
is
great.
a hellfire.
So I'd rather a 47 over a Baby Souls, though.
What?
Hang on, let me consult my
Please.
1985 to 1986 timetable, shall I?
Shall we just go for the AP31 pack?
Yes,
we
I
could do.
haven't seen that yet, and I
Yeah,
would.
there's something
If
I
it's
second.
good, I wouldn't mind buying it. So yeah,
Next to
I've got it.
stations, 10 to 49.
And in fact, I even made my dad laugh last time I was up his place because there was a scenario where I just literally loaded it in, 37 on a set of stock at Crewe in the Bay, and I've just literally loaded it and clicked it on the 37. Don't like the look of that windscreen wiper, right? 37 off, into Crewe Diesel Depot. Out comes a 31.4 onto the stock. Thank you very much, R.A. Hollyhead.
That's pretty cool, I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, just literally look at the windscreen wiper. Yeah, don't like the look of that. Right, off, 31 on.
Let's
Bye.
consult the... Because I've had an idea. Depends how it's going to work.
how much is that Penzance extension?
Too much in my opinion.
Hastings, table 206.
I don't think I've done Western Main Lines in ages, just because it's so demanding on my.
Dreadful,
let-
Bruce. You got a Bible.
Well, I've never had a use for it before, but I've got one now. Table 206.
1899. Fuck.
Did a race on it once.
Oops, a daisy, I've gone the
Wrong.
wrong bloody way. Right, there we go. Table 206. Ashford, Hastings. Where's Tonbridge? So I need to
The
go
other
the opposite
side.
way. I need to go the opposite way. I want the opposite way round to that.
Depending what happens with GBRF20, I might look at booking myself on the final day.
Well, I'm stewarding it, so
So I can do a 92 out of Cardiff.
It looks like it was a bit difficult to do Tonbridge to Hastings without a change for some strange reason. What time do you leave Tonbridge? 11:55. Okay. Wait, that's Tunbridge Wells Central. High Brooms? What the?
Are
yeah,
you on the Spa Valley Railway?
No, I don't
No,
want that
he's,
one. I want the direct route. What I wanted, I wanted to do a timetable to run on a quick drive on the 1066 route. And the problem I'm having is High Brooms is on the old route, isn't it?
High Brooms is the one where you go from Tunbridge and turn right. Ashford is where you go straight on.
Tonbridge, turn right, single
Yeah.
track through to Robertsbridge.
Yeah,
So if I did an 11:55 off of Tonbridge, that gets me in at 13:23 at Robertsbridge, then 13:30 off of Robertsbridge down to Hastings.
that is correct.
2 hours? What the shit?
Was the 80s, so anything would have happened in those days.
Changing the subject a second.
What a vacation.
According to the Daily Mail, Mr. Boris Johnson has been taken to hospital over his coronavirus. Carry on.
Oh, lovely.
Well, that was definitely worth brightening our day with.
Well,
Oh, I see. So where was the direct services that were from? No, I want Tonbridge to Hastings.
It's annoying the BR Green livery wasn't in the 37.4 pack.
Oh, that's Sundays. No wonder I'm bloody confused. Idiot.
You
Oh, I
dumb
mean the
cop.
37.4 pack that doesn't include 403 and 411 in Heritage Green.
That's what
No.
I just put in the chat. If you look in general,
We've got
No
one.
need. Overrated.
We've got one.
fucking
Tonbridge.
mint in green.
411 Confetti Castle was the best.
Tonbridge 2. So that was... What? That was all stops bar 3 stations, I think. So we've got an 0831, 0931, 1031. 1031 off of Tonbridge to Hastings. That sounds pretty good to me. So what seasons should we go into? Because this is from 13th of May 85 to 30th of May 86. Oh, cool. So we could do autumn. Could have some wheel slip thrash. There we go. Let's do it. We'll keep the Bible handy because I'm gonna have to
that
check.
31 pack is 12 quid. Fuck me.
It's a
Or-
that's a bargain.
Or free if you know certain things.
No, we don't encourage that on the live stream.
I was joking.
Yeah,
Come on, Bruce. How long have you known me now?
6
no,
pack.
that's true. I've known you too long.
Oh, thanks.
Ladies and
56
gents,
pack.
ladies and gents on YouTube chat, feel free to join my Facebook group and my Discord. Links are in the description to the live stream. It's not really too difficult for you to find them because it says join my Discord in caps lock. I also encourage you
Join
to
my
subscribe to my channel, or else I still don't know what punishment will be inevitable. But
I can
something
think
will
of
be
a
thought
few.
about.
We'll send
But they're
Gannon to
probably
your
not
house.
repeatable on here.
Yeah, the punishment will be we send Ganon to your house.
No, the Spanish Inquisition will turn up at your house. Nobody expects a Spanish Inquisition.
Oh,
Let's see,
yeah, there we go.
surprise. Surprise and fear are two main weapons. A surprise, fear, and ruthless and fierce are free. Amongst our...
Oh. Hello?
Yes, sorry, I happened to memorize that.
No, all I heard was you going on very loudly and it went dead.
No. I don't know if that's my connection or my mic.
I
Could
don't
be
know.
both.
Right, I'm going to put us on intermission for a bit, ladies and gents. I know I've just loaded up a new menu. So, I'm just going to see what status of play is. And we'll be
We're
back
fucked.
shortly. Hello everyone, we're back again. So, I just went to see what my dessert would be. Obviously that's a big difference to a live streamer's life. So we're at Hastings, we're going to be taking a local run on a quick drive scenario. We are with a 421 unit, an 8 car of two 421 units. And we're in the rain. It's autumn, we depart in 30 seconds-ish. And I've lost the journey that we were going to partake in. 10:31, that's it. 10:31 off of Tonbridge. And going to Hastings, so we'll be calling at High Brooms, Tunbridge Wells Central. Oh, already got the bell. Jesus, that was a bit close. There we go. So we'll depart bang on time. True fashion for BR, that never happened. Said the unit as it started moving. So I all hope you enjoyed the scenario with the C class. I certainly did driving it.
And now we're going the other way.
Now we're going the other way, so we get a round robin of the route.
With superior motive power.
Oh come on, the C class is nice though.
I'd rather
Okay.
a man.
Of course you would, Reese, because you're a Western man.
You Western scum.
Is there wrong with
Now,
being a
now,
Western?
let's not get personal.
Yeah, I mean, there's no wrong with Western stuff as long as it's not from the copy and paste era. Reese
all
is
I'm
my
gonna say on
long-suffering admin of the Discord server and YouTube chats, and he hasn't killed me yet.
Long suffering.
Well,
Yet, there's still time.
yeah, that's true.
You wait until this lockdown's over, boy.
Said the mum to the vicar.
Otherwise, he's going to get to more drastic measures.
I can easily change at Derby.
Yeah.
You're only 3 stops after Derby. 4, actually.
The plan to, his plan's already falling to pieces.
Yes, because you'll be moving to 3 stops after Derby.
That's true.
Derby, Long Eaton.
I've nothing against the
Eastman, there's
Western.
Parkway, Loughborough,
Right.
Leicester.
It's got a nice
Yeah.
Syston.
No, don't count. No, if it's mainline, it obviously don't go through the station. Slow line.
You know, I did one of those fun-size HSTs of yours not long back, didn't I?
You did, yeah. I encourage you to do that.
Yes, actually, it was worth it. Well, actually, I didn't have much option because I got her off at Derby. The one in front of it didn't stop at Loughborough anyway, and
No,
the one half of the train was taken up by Sheffield United.
Oh shit, yeah, I remember this.
Well, the actual team or the supporters?
The team.
No, the actual team, yeah. Is that High Brooms? Yeah, so next stop will be High Brooms.
Not no mocked.
And then we go, oh, for God's sake. Then we go to Tunbridge Wells Central. We pass through France and then stop at Wadhurst after that, so stop at the next 2 stations, Gap, and then, yeah. There we go, and we've got a nice horn. Obviously this is the older AP sound pack, so I don't think... I have been tempted to play about with it and put the Thumper's horn on the electric units as well, because I think that would be more accurate.
Probably.
What time were we due to stop at High Brooms? 10:38. Bloody hell. What were these services timed for?
I don't really know.
These services must have been timed for some ridiculously low speed because... I mean, I've let off the throttle now, but... I could probably just... There we go. I mean, I have to admit, the scenery's been nicely done on this route. It's a nice route to drive on. Didn't back train dated sim do the old North London lines as well?
I can have a look.
That might be one worth looking at because
Routes. Conway Valley, East London Line, ECML South Moorgate Extension, Epping, Porngar, North London,
Porngar.
North London, West London lines and Goblin backdated.
yeah, that would be worth me getting.
1066, Trustfinid, and Wimbledon to West Croydon.
Tonight, children, Peppa Pig in a compo.
Oh no. That'll definitely be bringing home the bacon.
It was a bit of a porker, wasn't it?
Especially if David Cameron's involved.
Oh,
Pig shagger.
fuck the Tories.
Well, you're not wrong.
Well, funny that. That's what I walked into our local Wetherspoons one Saturday night, going for a night out, and bumped into a load of old college mates, and that was the first thing one of them shouted, and the whole pub then shouted.
Brilliant.
Yeah, then I piped up, went, "Shut the Spa Valley," and the whole pub went, "Shut the Spa Valley."
Oh wow.
I thought it was funny anyway.
They just got the one bloke right in the back of the corner. I don't think it's funny at all.
That would have been the
Okay.
bouncer on the door.
The doors are open, so it won't be a long stop on here by game standards, but we leave at 10:38. Depart from Hastings. Depart from Hastings? What the hell am I on about? I'm looking at the wrong
Bloody
thing.
Google Chrome's crashed on me, haven't it? The piece of shit.
Not a surprise. So we arrive at Tonbridge Wells Central at 10:42, depart 10:43. So we'll leave here 10:38 on the dot.
Wait, are you on the browser version?
Hey?
It's just reset Google Chrome crashed, and I'm like, it's not on the browser version.
It should be on the browser version. It's on this PC.
Oh, yeah. It's just I'm on the app version on my PC. With Discord, I mean.
Well, I'm on the app version of Discord, but I have Google Chrome open watching the stream.
Ah,
In theory.
right, that makes sense.
Google Chrome was being a twat.
I'll just max out the reg. So next stop, Tunbridge Wells
Let's
Central.
have a look at backdated North London line. What scenarios has it got on there? Welcome to North Woolwich, Broad Street Blues, Willesden Blues, Craven to the Docks, Direct Current. One for the scrap heap.
Oh,
Okay.
so it's a scenario about tractors and duffs.
Well, A37 and it's on scrap wagons.
Oh, cool.
So it's going straight to the scrapyard itself. Oh, good.
Celebration Day, North London Grid. Let's see, what do you need for a good portion of these? BR Blue Pack, BR Blue Pack, BR Blue Pack, Class 86, Isle of Wight, London Underground, 1959 stock reskins.
So basically, you need everything, most things that came from UK trains.
Somewhat. West Coast Main Line over Shab, BR Blue Diesel Pack, BR Blue Diesel and Electric Packs, UKTS Freeware Wagons, R Fletcher's SSA POA Scrap Wagons, and the 416 2EPB NSC and BR Blue Grey reskins. What else? AP wagons, class 313. 313 North London line reskin pack. Class 56 RFD pack. And class 56 56101 reskin. As well as the JXA wagons. What are they again?
And we will need to
What's this?
stop. I can't even see the S board.
Not only that, Bruce, there is something for the Badger on Backdated Trainsim.
Oh yeah.
Unofficial patch for the class class 89 from Steam to alias many
Oh,
many
that's to
exterior
alias the class 90
sounds.
sounds to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need to get that because we could do a Badger stream.
Optional class 89 Mark IV compatibility fix.
Yeah, because that'll work with the AP Mark IVs then as well.
Yeah. Something it should have had when it was released.
Correct. Something it should have had.
It's dovetailed. They expect the community to fix all their problems.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Because let's see, Duchess of Hamilton.
So
Air
our
brake
next stop.
only.
Our next stop after Tonbridge Well Central will be Wadhurst.
Yeah, it seems that Dovetail definitely just turns to the community to fix all their crap.
Well, yeah.
Because Sutherland, air brake only. RC King, injectors didn't work.
Yeah, I remember that.
There's a fix for UKTS. What else was there? Oh yeah, the TS Rewards castles. Great Western liveried ones. Wrong names were displayed.
We'll depart now.
I don't care. I got Usk Castle out of it all, so I was happy. Out of all the castles that were done.
Really?
What else is there?
Yeah, the double chimney ones. The free ones they gave away. You had Usk Castle, Raglan Castle. I think Taunton Castle's
you know
in there
what's funny?
somewhere. Oh,
You know what's funny with those double chimney castles? Some of the names are wrong.
are they?
Yeah, because George Jackson Churchwood's on there, and correct me if I'm wrong, it never received a double chimney.
We'll double check now for you. I know Usk, Raglan, Taunton, Penrice, Ince all did. That's a couple I can name off the top of my head.
Alright,
Yeah,
we'll
no.
stick a bit of
I've
power
got
in.
I've got a picture it with a double.
Next stop is Wadhurst. 10:51 apparently, so we'll go easy on foot and we'll see where we end up.
Flicker to the rescue.
Which one? George Jackson Churchwood.
Yeah.
Yeah, look in general. It's got a double.
Doesn't look like a double.
That's much bigger than a single. So.
Let's have a look. No, that's a single chimney.
That does not look like a single chimney. It looks elongated at the side.
I'm looking at all the photos of George Jackson Churchwood and I cannot see
She
it.
was never fitted with a double chimney. She had diagram HC boiler every time she was overhauled.
Huh. Interesting.
Well, BR
That's
database.
a really misleading photo there.
BR database
It's normally
is
wrong.
actually quite useful, especially for the castles, because it actually in there tells you when they received double chimneys and if they did, and what date,
And what tenders they carried.
and what tenders they carried. Yeah.
I
So
don't
it's
get
like,
why it's just for the Western stuff, though.
It's like Penn Rice Castle, for example. Got fit with a double chimney in '58. Taunton got one in '59, so. You know, a bit of basic research. That's all you had to do. RSC.
I think. Wait a minute. I actually took note of what the ones that were in the pack have not got them. Where is it?
There we go. Let's a little bit more throttle on. Just keep it at 60.
I just remember getting
Double
pissed
chimneys.
Totnes Castle, wasn't in there.
I looked at what ones were in the pack, and the ones that did not have double chimneys I highlighted. 7001, Spitfire, Earl of Plymouth, Lions Hall Castle. Well, those are the ones that did get them, I think. Yeah, those are the ones that did get them, that are in the pack.
That's Castle did.
Yeah, let's see. The ones that did get them.
Spitfire did.
Is it Llandovery? Reese, is it
I don't know
Llandovery?
every one of them that got them off the top of my head. I'm not that good.
5001. Because it's Welsh.
Just because it's Welsh, I'm not going to know if it got a double chimney.
No, I'm looking at. I think I took note of what ones did
Yes,
get.
it did have a double chimney.
No, I'm just asking. Is that how you pronounce the name?
Let's have a look.
Llandovery.
Llandovery, yeah.
Then you got Raglan, Montgomery, Wigmore, Usk. Is it Lions Hall?
Which one? What's his number?
Lions Hall, number 5036.
Longishall Castle.
Longishall, right.
That's how I'd pronounce it. Longishall or something, yeah.
Spitfire,
That
St
got
James
a double
Mill,
chimney, yep.
Bristol, Haverfordwest, and those are the ones that are in that I've actually got them in TS.
Wow, we're going to be early into Wadhurst as well.
I just heard the words Railway Walk and St Albans from my brother's room.
Not stopping at Wadhurst, Bruce.
Sorry?
Said you're going to be early into Wadhurst. You're not stopping there.
No, I'm doing it as a timetabled run. It's a quick drive. I just didn't set up
Oh,
the scenario
right.
for it.
I think you should get the preserved Doutics out, to be fair.
Yeah.
Ugh.
I've not even got them yet. Oh yes, I've got a list of all the DTG's fuck-ups.
Oh, have you?
Yeah.
Oh, this is interesting. Go on then.
Incorrect tender water and coal capacities for the following. TS Rewards Castles, the Churchward tenders. That's BR Standard 9F, the LNRA 4s, Flying Scotsman, the RSC Clans, LMS 8F, and Black 5s originally. The Halls, the Kings, the Jubilees, the Robinson 04s, and Duchess of Sutherland.
I could have told you that about the Robinson 04.
Duchesses being both Duchesses being heavily overpowered. Because I had a look at their simulation file. Do you want to know how many horsepower they gave them?
What?
They should be around 2,000 and a quarter horsepower, right? They put them at 3,000.
I'll tell you what, we're just going to stop at all the stations. But we're not going to stick to a timetable because I'm fed up of looking at the book.
Let's see. Duchess of Sutherland being terrible at steaming from the outset. Tornado and Scotsman being underscaled.
Were they?
They are underscaled. If you compare Tornado, Tornado and Blue Peter, Tornado is tiny.
Interesting.
From what I was told, they held back the release of the Standard 2 on the Steam store to release it along with Port Road. And that was months they held it back
Yeah, they
for.
did.
Wow.
One of the latest screw-ups they did was the pricing for the panniers.
Oh yeah, go on. You mentioned this the other day, but you didn't explain it.
What happened was, somebody was trying to buy it for a friend of ours in America. He kept getting this error saying like currency difference or something like that. Turns out what had happened was they'd set the correct price for the American and European audiences, but not the British one.
Oh.
What had happened was they'd set it the correct price for the first two, but instead of setting it as £15.99, they set it as £12. They set it as £11.99 for the UK.
Right.
So, as far as I'm aware, Victory Works have still not been compensated for that.
Oh god, that's interesting. That's going
Let's
to get
see.
messy.
Wasn't SSS originally going to be doing the sounds for the A4s?
I thought they were.
Well, apparently they didn't, because they're not. I don't think they're credited in the manual.
No, I think there was a massive hoo-ha about that. I think they had a massive disagreement with it or some shit.
The X to the Kingswood panniers. Collision boxes are too big. How they managed to cock that one up, I don't know, because they're fine on the Falmouth ones. Let's see, what are those? The TS Rewards Castles being a problem. The request of removal of 70% of names for the Royal Scot pack.
Why?
I have no clue. Apparently it was to do with copyright. What? It's names of locomotives. Come on. Use common sense.
I don't understand that one either.
Which one?
The Royal Scot.
And no,
SSS are
DTG.
credited with the original sounds for the A4.
they are.
Yeah.
Let's see. There was also the Rebuilt Patriots. They removed 3 names from it, which doesn't sound as bad. But it's the fact that they removed 3 names when how many of the Patriots were rebuilt? 18 of them were rebuilt.
Yeah.
They removed 3 names and made it 15. Why couldn't they have just kept it the whole 18? What was
Probably
their
for the
thought
same reason,
process?
though.
Same reasoning for the JT Manor.
But seriously, they removed the 2 Great Western liveried ones from that pack.
Sounds like the purists will be on a field day with all this.
Yeah. I mean, if they realise it would be, yeah.
Dovetail's getting more and more ridiculous by the day. Jesus Christ.
Oh, yeah. There's loads I could speak about in videos.
Are they still up on BMG?
What?
Like all the names?
Yeah, they're still up. All the names are still in the BMG pack on the BMG website. It's the ones on the Steam store that's the problem.
Yeah, no. Anything decent comes out, I'll buy it at the website that's actually
created from.
Yeah, because someone actually said to me they were going to buy the Steam store Terriers. I told him several times,
No,
get the
don't
ones
do
on the
that.
SSS, get the ones on the SSS store. And he told me to fuck off.
I literally only bought it for the Great Western.
Because it was easier and more convenient. I told them, you get more liveries, more value for your money. No, I get told to fuck off.
Isn't it in the .exe already if you buy it from SSS?
Yeah.
So what? How? I don't.
I don't understand it either.
I think they missed out a whole pack, didn't they, on the Steam one?
The Steam one, you only get... Actually, that's a point. I'm going to check the Steam store one.
Because
See what you
there's
actually
the
get.
earlier
The
one.
Steam one, you get the Isle of Wight Central, LBSCR Improved Engine Green, Olive Green, and Southern Green with nameplates. That's your...
Compared to the... Oh...
We're
possibly
early
up to-
anyway. We overran
possibly
slightly
up
at
to
Stonegate.
what? Possibly up to what? 30 liveries?
It's a bloody
Yeah.
good pack. I don't even like them, apart from when they're in the Great Western. I bought them just for that.
Good choice, sir. Good choice.
Because let's see, you get the Stradley Improved Engine Green.
Right, we'll call it
That's like-
Stonegate. Now we've overran it.
Yeah, there's only one A1 in that whole pack on the Steam store. And it's the
Really?
Isle of Wight Central one.
Oh god.
It's madness.
You have to brake quite early on the downhill grade with these 421s.
Because, right, let's have a look, see what's in the manual. Yeah, the Isle of Wight Central is the only livery for the A1s in that pack.
Really?
Yeah, on the Steam store.
Oh my god.
So you only get 4 liveries.
Yeah. Oh my god.
And it was only just to cater to the Isle of Wight. Because I've got that pack just listed as ignored on my end. Because I don't need it. I've got the better version. Because what is...
A lot of foot crossings around this section for some reason.
Yeah, and they only included 1/2 of the coaches in the pack as well.
YouTube chat, come on, say hello in there. We haven't had a message in this chat since God knows when. Let's see if you're still alive. Not all of you guys can be in the same Discord chat as me. Do I stop at Etchingham? I think I do.
Is it on the timetable?
Oh no, I've decided to ignore timetable because I can do it a proper timetable scenario.
Speaking of which, I've got a Scottish region timetable kicking around somewhere.
That'll
Got
be
it for
useful.
I got it for a tenner.
What area?
Scottish region BR. I think it was when the Port Road was still open. If that gauges anything.
Oh boy. No, that's actually quite good.
I think oh, here it is. Got it wrapped in a polythene bag just to protect it a bit more. Aha, here we go. £15. Passenger Services Scotland, September 11th, 1961 to June 17th, 1962, or until further notice. Yeah, it's been through the wars, this book, it looks like, as well. Runabout tickets in Scotland. It's got a few adverts. It's even got the timetables for some of the expresses.
Oh really?
Let's see. Well, it's got partial timetables.
Yeah, well, that's useful.
Caledonian, the Royal Scot, Midday Scot, Royal Highlander, the Talisman,
Yeah.
Flying Scotsman, Heart of Midlothian, Queen of Scots, North Britain, the Aberdonian, Night Scotsman, Thames Clyde, and the Waverley.
Oh, right, that's pretty cool.
I tell you what, the Waverley timetable is actually helpful.
Ah,
Especially-
shit. It don't matter.
Especially if someone was to do a 1960s Settle Carlisle, a proper one.
It'll do. It'll do. We're slightly off the platform, but it'll do. The more modern units are easier to do later braking with.
Because I also found some other
Yep.
timetables. Where are they? Timetables. Right, I've got the timetables for on my PC. The Aberdonian, the Cornishman, Devonian, Scotsman, Lakes Express, Midday Scot, Northumbrian, Royal Scot, Scarborough Flyer, Thames Clyde, and the Waverley.
Did I not get a ding ding? I don't think I got a ding ding. That's a shame.
I think the guards fell asleep.
Possibly.
Yeah, I found the. Yeah, I'm having a look at the Devonian timetable, and it seems in the direction going to Bradford. It started at Kingswear on the Saturdays, but going the other way, it didn't stop at Kingswear, which is odd.
There we go. Right, we'll take off. Let's see how we go. 15 miles left.
Let's see. It made stops at. Well, let's see. From Bradford down the way. Shipley, Leeds, Sheffield Midland, Chesterfield, Derby, Birmingham New Street, Lansdowne, Cheltenham Spa, Gloucester, Eastergate, Bristol Temple Meads, Weston-super-Mare, Bridgewater, Taunton, Exeter St David's, Dawlish, Teignmouth, Newton Abbot, Torquay, and Paignton.
Huh.
The Scottish CMO has resigned. Would you believe?
The what?
The Scottish Chief Medical Officer, after telling people of staying in their fucking houses, after driving to and from one house to the other, has resigned.
Lol.
Probably because he was caught disobeying his own rules.
She.
Oh, she.
I thought there wasn't much difference in Scotland.
There isn't.
There isn't, but Herr Sturgeon wanted to keep her on anyway.
Oh boy, let's not get too dragged down in current affairs with everything.
Yeah, I fucking hate politics.
This is supposed to be light-hearted relief. Let's stick to trains, boys.
Because it's all bullshit. Let's see.
I'm absolutely tanking down here.
What's it?
Here we go, Robertsbridge. Now, we've got one of two choices. Either we run non-stop between Robertsbridge and Hastings, which is possible, or we continue doing stopper.
Yeah, I found the timetable for the Lakes Express is perfect for Cockermouth and Keswick.
That'd be a good one.
Stops from Penrith, Keswick, Braithwaite, Bassenthwaite Lake, Cockermouth, Brigham, and Workington, Maine. So probably, for the route purposes, probably as far as Cockermouth. Actually, how far does that route go again? I can't remember how far it goes.
Robertsbridge is weird. It's got like a bay platform that isn't in use.
I think that was for the Kent and East Sussex, but remember.
Yeah, that was for the KESR.
Oh, was it really?
Yeah.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah.
When did that get taken out of use then?
Oh, 60s.
Wow, okay.
I think it was the 60s. Because where the Yarden thing is where the car park is. And the kids still want to go to Robertsbridge because I think there's another group working from there.
God,
You overran the station, didn't you?
Only slightly. I don't know why I'm good at doing that in these units.
Sack the driver.
Oh, shut up.
Sack the signalman.
Release driver's ear, Breeze Western.
Oh, don't start that. There we go.
The next train to arrive on platform 1 is
Does
the
not stop here.
derailed. The train now arriving on platforms 1, 2, and 3 is the derailed train from Swansea. If you're expecting to get this train, I'm sorry to tell you, you cannot board.
Good evening, Mr. Palmer. Nice to see you again, sir. No, you haven't missed much. We drove the SECR C class for a while. We're driving the unit, and I'm doing terrible at it again, as per usual. Don't know what it is with third rail units. I seem to be really poor at driving them. So, Hastings in 12 miles. Let's see what we've got next. So, we've done Robertsbridge. That's Mountfield. Okay, cool. Where's that? Battle. We could stop at Battle, I suppose. Yeah, we'll stop. I mean, we might as well. Be wrong not to.
Right. Now I'm going to see how far along the Cockermouth and Keswick goes.
Between Cockermouth and Keswick.
No, it goes from it goes from Penrith to Cockermouth, but I don't know what the station is after Cockermouth because it goes a bit further.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
P.
Isn't
isn't
CKPR
CKPR?
isn't that a Ben Yates route?
Probably is. I'm trying to find it. I can't see where it is. Is there Candlewick? No, that's not it.
50 coming up. Just have to follow that down the top.
Don't know where it's gone. Let's wait. It's not under the, is it?
There we go. Doing alright again. It's a bit weird trying to notch up in these units because there was obviously only 4 power notches, so I can see how you're always notching them down.
Yeah, it seems to have disappeared from my installation.
What has?
Cockermouth and Keswick.
Oh, shit.
I've still got it downloaded, I think, so I can reinstall it.
Yeah, cause it's an old route now, isn't it? That is.
Still decent.
Yeah, still decent though. It's amazing how some routes hold their age and then others really don't.
Yeah, it's the third-party routes really vary with their age.
Yeah.
Let's see, so where's railwork stuff, routes.
31.5 miles, the C and KPR.
No, that's not bad then. What sort of speed limit is it?
40 or 50. There's quite a fair bit of it's double tracked. Found it. Apparently it's installed, but I call bullshit.
Sometimes that's the case.
There's something for me to watch later.
How are we doing? What's our next station? I think it's Battle, isn't it? Yeah, it's Battle. map. No, 9.
Are we battling then?
Be confusing if it was called Battle in Hastings. So it's a good job I'm not part of the same district.
In fact, talking to the SECR C class, it did go King's Cross for I think 2 days in
Wonder Woman.
2016. Yeah, was in it for all of 4 seconds.
Well, they paid a lot of money for it, so I mean, why not?
Decent payday for Bluebell.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
That's what matters. It's fun, isn't it? Are there any scenarios for the Hastings route?
I can check Backdated Trainsim for you.
You can do, because I mean, I didn't get any included with the route, or else I would have installed them. I only saw the C-Class ones appear. Well, the C-Class 1 appear.
There isn't.
Oh, that's a shame. I wonder if anyone's made one.
Epping and Ongar, Backdated North London, and North Wales Coastal. North Wales, it's a scenario pack, the one for North Wales. It's class of 99 scenario pack.
Alright, that'll be an interesting one. So that'll be when the 37s were ruling supreme.
Right, here's the ones it covers. 1G95,
Yeah.
Holyhead to Birmingham New Street.
Good choice.
1D79, Crewe to Bangor.
Yeah.
1D87, London Euston to Holyhead, HST haulage.
Oh, that's cool.
1A40, Holyhead to London Euston.
Yeah.
2D68, Llandudno to Holyhead.
Yeah.
2D15, Blano Festiniog to Llandudno. 6M53, Humber Oil Refinery to Holyhead Anglesey Aluminium.
What are you rolling off? The synopsis of a week in North Wales?
Yeah, pretty much.
because that's what it's based off.
6H10. Place beginning with P. I cannot pronounce the guide bridge.
Penman
Oh,
Penman Mauer.
Mauer, that's it. Penman Mauer.
6D04.
That still doesn't have its signal box like it's supposed to.
6D04. Warrington Art Play to Welsh Place again. 5K06. Llandudno Junction to Crewe.
So that's basically the full first day of a week in North Wales.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have that DVD lying about the house somewhere. It's quite a good DVD, actually.
It is. And it's only a 10. It's cheaper than the download now.
I've got the 2-disc edition with all the extra bits as well.
Yeah, that's what I've got.
It's like the week that never was and all that stuff on it.
Okay, let me see the
Because the double DVD's $9.95 and the download's $10.95.
What is?
Week in North Wales.
What, the video?
Yeah.
Oh, right, okay, cool. That's pretty awesome. It'll still never beat the video clip out of Bashers with Richton racing a fucking 37 to get pulled over.
Worst of all, he said, "Where's your anoraks, lads?"
I bet the coppers used to get that an awful lot around there.
Let's see, so let's try this again. Oh, there it is. Keswick to Penrith. It was hiding from me.
Ah. Crowhurst is next up. Then after that, it should be a relatively small amount of stops. It should be that weird curved place and Hastings.
Don't even know where this Lakes Express timetable came from.
But I'm going to be a bit pushed on time because this stream has gone on for quite a while. My computer is trying to self-combust and needs clean. And my dessert will be ready soon. So we'll be going fast to Hastings after Crowhurst, because why the hell not?
At least it's not as bad as what happened to me once.
What's that?
Fell asleep playing train sim and I woke up and the scenario was just non-existent.
Yeah.
Goes to show how boring the RC Flying Scotsman was.
You got a point on that.
What's worse, it was the SSS scenario it was with.
Well,
Yeah,
don't
that's
game
true.
in general when you're tired, because I've done that with you.
And then again, Glenn's worse for doing that.
Oh, bless him.
Yeah.
Ah, good friend.
Just out of the blue.
Oh, there he is. He's asleep
Yeah,
again.
there he is. He's gone.
Move him to his own chat.
So, we've got a couple of stations we could call out, but we might as well go fast to Hastings, because why not? Have we had
Although
the
he
ding
wouldn't
ding
be
yet?
the first to fall asleep at the key. I still think I have a film I haven't managed to not sleep.
Oh.
Maybe it's the time I
Go
started
out the ding
watching
ding.
it that's the problem.
Well, I know I was forced to watch a film when I was still in high school by my now ex-girlfriend. I fell
Okay,
asleep
mother,
halfway.
thank you.
I fell asleep halfway through it.
But I've been trying to watch Bruce Lee's Fist of Fury, and it's the same fucking point. I
What's
fall
that?
asleep every time. But then I wake up to the menu, and I'm like, oh, well, that was a good movie.
Time to watch it again.
Well,
It's
my
like that with
dessert's
my
ready, so what
grandfather.
we'll do is we're going to complete the last 5 miles into Hastings. We'll go fast, and then after that we'll finish the stream. Who has messaged me on the farce? Oh, cheers. Thanks, Mike. I'll have a look at that.
Although, for all the same reason, I'm not boring out my television for my mom to watch telly some, because I did that once, and it was the Danish part of the European Song Contest. I went in to check up on her, and she'd fallen asleep. And it was just like, oh well, it's that boring, huh?
No, she'd probably watched Denmark and then fell asleep. Because the rest of them were boring.
Well, you know, it's just like I gotta be honest about a music taste in the last few years. It's not the most impressive songs we've sent off to the finals.
Then again, it's not as bad as Ireland sending Jedward.
Oh god, those haircuts. Enough
I've
to scar you for life.
I've started to admire the memes of Eurovision. Like I'm still, you know, one for jamming out to what's it called? That Last Shit to Cry or something. Yeah, the Vetka Sedutska one from the Ukraine.
Oh,
You know the one I'm on about.
I know the one you're wrong about, but I can't think what it's called. All I can remember is Ruski no from it.
I've just realised we've not encountered any AI traffic at all on this.
Last Shit to Buy or something, and it's like Sieben,
That's it. Oh yeah, we'll be lashes to buy.
Eins, zwei. That's the only thing they sing is the I remember reintroducing it to my friends, and I told them, you know, it actually got second in that year's final, right?
Which is worrying, yeah.
And then you see what actually came first, and it's like, oh, it lost to a Serbian ballad. Wow, and you don't understand singing, and yet it won because, I don't know, reason. That's one of them where you'd like to see the alternative universe in which she actually won the Eurovision. Like, what would that have been like? The following.
There's actually one thing I remember about Cork with the Kazakh. There's actually something that's now preserved on it. Bruce.
What's that?
That's the bit at Thrakeld Quarry.
What's preserved? Sorry again.
Uh,
missed.
There's a bit of Thrakeld Quarry that's actually
Is there?
narrow gauge.
Oh right. Okay. What gauge was it?
Oh, no, now you're asking. Just give me a moment. Is it in this one, or is it?
2 foot.
Threlkeld.
2'4"?
No, just 2 foot.
Oh, was it 2 foot? Standard sort of gauge then for industrial navigation. Because there were some weird places that had like 3 foot or 3'6" and stuff. It was really bizarre.
We've got some somewhat decent stuff up there. Got a couple of. They got a Bagnall that stays there. They've had Quarry Hunslets in the past. There's actually some decent stuff up there. What's this? Thrakeld Quarry and Mining Museum. I think that's it.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, and they've got an Avonside tank engine there as well. Standard gauge. Don't know if it's still there or not. Don't even see builder's plates on it.
Did I flip this route over when I... What? Alright, we're installing the route, I guess.
Yeah. The Bagnalls are Tom. They've got an 040 Hunslet diesel and another diesel, which is a Ruston.
A Rushton.
Ruston.
I don't know about Ruston or more like Rusting, because seems to be sitting around not doing well.
Yes.
We only have one in Denmark. That was apparently the other one that was sold to one of the operators.
Who was that guy on YouTube who bought Industrial Shunter?
Oh, lorry.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, he bought a McAlpine.
Yeah, he got McAlpine's Ruston 48.
And
Yeah,
named
has
it
he
after
still
him.
got it?
Yeah, and he named it after him.
Yeah, it's at Big Suffolk.
Oh, it's still there, is it?
Yeah.
That's cool.
It's actually nice to have a show where someone reviews an engine and actually knows what he's doing right down to the bit where he.
Bit where he
drives it.
did he drop?
Operates it.
Ah, well we've got the other half of the sentence. That was funny.
That's actually a good point. How long was that?
There we go, last signal. We're just about to pull into Hastings, platform 4. Now, obviously, when we've done this, I'll be signing off for the night. So, thank you very much to everyone who has joined us tonight in the Discord chat. Thanks to my good friend and moderator, Reese, for doing his bit and suffering the torture of being a Western fan. Thanks to Stu for joining us as well tonight, because it was his scenario. and a Caledonia Works product that we did feature today. So if you'd like to go give your support to Chris Wilson as well, at Caledonia Works with all his products, he's got a good wide range of quality DLC locomotives and rolling stock for
Should be
your
something for
driving
everyone.
pleasure. And also I can fully recommend Backdated Trainsim because this route is amazing. Backdated Trainsim lads seem to make some decent stuff. So yeah, I fully endorse that you go and support those people. Let's keep the faith and keep the good developers of the railway simulator community going. So we are at Hastings, and we don't sell car insurance here either. Let's get rid of the
66.
thing there, and we'll take a nice screenshot at Hastings. There we go. Prove that we've done it. So thank you very much once again for joining another Brucie Magik live stream. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Links to Discord and my Facebook group are in the chat. Obviously, when this finally goes up, there will be timestamps in the replay version of this, so people can skip to the part that they wish to watch. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again next time.
Sarah.
Yeah, I think I messed up a route because I forced quit a train.
Images.